Hey, babe. How did the second day of your work trip go? Isn't it really hot where you are? Yeah, it was ridiculously hot today. I guess I should have expected that, coming to a town at the bottom of a basin. We had rain all morning, so the humidity had the whole place feeling like a sauna. That sounds awful. You're done with work today, right? Yeah, I came back to the hotel and immediately took a long shower. Have you eaten yet? Yeah, I went to a corner store nearby. Don't worry. Make sure to eat something healthy, okay? Getting food outside in this weather was exhausting, I bet. Yeah, it's so hot now that I don't even want to go outside. It's only the second day, but I want to go home already. How is Noah doing? He's doing great. Almost too well with how energetic he is. He is a growing boy after all. He's been really enjoying school lately. He's getting along great with his friends. I'm glad to hear that. You were saying he really likes his teacher, right? Ms. Addison, right? She seems pretty young to be teaching already. Yeah, I've heard from the other moms that their kids all love her too. She's still in her 20s, but that doesn't hold her back. The other parents really love her too. I really hope she can teach Noah again next year. Me too. I'm always glad if Noah can enjoy his time at school. But he does seem a little lonely since you left. He's been asking me, when will Papa come back? Over and over again. Really? He's really grown lately, but I guess he is still a child at heart. He's the cutest, isn't he? No matter what, he is still our little boy. Tell him that I'll be home as soon as I can. Also, that it's good to have fun at school, but not to give his teacher too much trouble. I'll make sure to tell him. You take care of yourself too, okay? Drink lots of water. Thanks. You too. I know you will take good care of everything while I'm gone. Love you. I'm so sorry for not picking up. We've got a bit of an emergency over here. Where have you been? I've got an emergency to deal with too. Trust me, what I have to deal with is worse. Noah was in a car accident. I'm in the ambulance with his teacher right now. Please come home as soon as you can. Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? There's no time to talk. Just hurry up. No, you hurry up. Where are you? I just told you. I'm riding in an ambulance with Noah's teacher right now. Huh? But you're on a business trip. I cut work short and came home immediately. Why are you there ahead of me? His teacher contacted me to say that he'd been injured. Ms. Addison is sitting right next to me. Why'd she call you ahead of me? The emergency contact is listed as our home number and then me. She couldn't reach you through either, so she had to act fast. She used Noah's phone to contact me. And that's how I heard about Noah. It's a good thing we bought Noah that cell phone. He was pretty upset about not being able to reach you. What about your work? I apologized to my boss and left. It was an emergency. I had no choice. Anyway, where exactly have you been? This sounded like it happened hours ago. How is he in an ambulance? It's just been nothing but questions from you this whole time. What's up with you? Just answer me already. How are you there already when you were away on business? There's no way you could have made it in time to ride in the ambulance with him. What? You don't know anything about what's happening, do you? Noah was already admitted to the hospital hours ago. I went straight to the hospital when I got back. Then why are you in an ambulance right now? We are currently being transferred to a bigger hospital that's better equipped. All right, that makes sense. What's going on with you right now? Why the hell did you lie to me earlier? Where even are you right now? Is Noah okay? He's still unconscious. So, what does that even mean? Please tell me exactly how he's doing. I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you more than that. If you want to know, just come here yourself. Where the hell are you when your own son is in critical condition? I was just out of the house for a bit. Today, Noah went to a friend's house right after school. So I thought it would be fine for me to leave the house until I needed to pick him up. Why didn't you just say that then? Why would you bother to lie about it? Were you that worried about me finding out that you'd left the house? Not being able to be there when my child needs me felt like I'd be a failure of a parent. I didn't even notice when I was being so desperately contacted. And so I just said that I was already with him. Miss Addison was calling you repeatedly and you didn't notice for hours. What could you possibly have been doing that you didn't notice that? I'm sorry. I only just now noticed the messages she left. Miss Addison was there at the accident and stayed with Noah the entire time. She's been a huge help. She might even be more reliable than you right now. Please don't get mad at me. The only reason I lied is because I was afraid you'd yell at me. That isn't going to cut it. You tried to hide the fact that you couldn't arrive on time by lying about it. It's almost like you're hiding something from me. I'm not hiding anything. You keep giving me vague answers whenever I try to ask where you even are. It's suspicious, no matter how you look at it. Noah is more important right now. Now isn't the time to hound me over something so stupid. Is that what you think? You're the one who was uncontactable and unlocatable while your own son was hospitalized. Didn't I ask you earlier to take care of everything while I was gone? I am so sorry. I don't need more apologies. Just explain what's going on. I promise I'll explain everything later. Right now, I just need to see my son. I don't know what you're up to, but just hurry up and get here. When exactly do you plan on getting here? How far away did you end up? I'm not coming. What? I don't want to. Cut it out already. Are you trying to get out of explaining yourself to me? I know that no matter what I say, you won't ever forgive me. What are you so terrified of? Our son is fighting for his life as we speak. And yet you won't even be there for him as his damn mother. Me being there won't change what happens. It's best if just you and Miss Addison are there. You're his mother. Miss Addison already had to go back to the school. Both the principal and vice principal came in her place. And yet you refused to come. If I come, you'll just blame me, won't you? You're refusing just because you don't want to be yelled at. Whatever. Don't come then. Don't even bother to come visit him later. No. It's not like I'm not worried sick about him. But you're letting your fear of my anger keep you from even seeing your own son. What kind of mother are you? There's no point in even trying to lecture you at this point. Don't say that. At this rate, it would be better for you to just keep screaming at me. I don't have time to bother with you. I'm gonna call my parents and have them come instead. Just stay wherever you are and don't come back. At this point, I know I can't even count on your help. I was cheating on you. What? I have a lover. I was at an all-inclusive resort with him today. I left my phone behind when I went to the jacuzzi. That's why I didn't pick up. You were away with your lover while your son was hit by a car. You are the biggest scumbag on the face of this earth. I hope you can never look at yourself in the mirror after what you've done. This is exactly why I didn't tell you. You didn't even notice when me and Miss Addison called you repeatedly. How long were you in that damn jacuzzi? 2 or 3 hours. The room has an en-suite bathroom with a jacuzzi, so I could go in and out as much as I want. So, that's what it was. But it's not like you were in the water that whole time. For you to completely forget about your phone. Things must have really heated up with that guy of yours. Once I got out, I saw all the missed calls from Miss Addison. And then I heard the voicemail about Noah's accident. I thought you'd be suspicious if you knew I wasn't at the scene immediately, so I just lied about it. So, the thing you were willing to sacrifice everything to hide was your secret lover? Then you go and be happy together. Okay? Wait! Hold on! I only lied because I didn't want to ruin the life I have with you and Noah. I don't care. I really don't. Why you lied makes absolutely no difference at all. You and I are through. I had no way of knowing that something like this would happen. This couldn't have come at a worse time. Why did this have to happen to our little boy? If his teachers had been watching him properly, this never would have happened. The accident happened after school. It wasn't even on school grounds. You can't blame the teachers for this. That's why I'm so grateful to Miss Addison for rushing to Noah's side. But if Miss Addison had been with him that whole time, maybe the accident could have been fully avoided. Stop trying to push the blame on her. That will come after the police and school staff convene about the incident. For now, we have to deal with your whole mess. How long have you been sleeping with this guy? About 2 years now. How old is he? 22. That's pretty young. You've been meeting him while I was at work and Noah at school. So, you've been going behind our backs from the very beginning. I messed up, okay? You sure did. Unluckily for you, I'm not so big-hearted that I can forgive something like this. I'll get on my knees if I have to. I'll do whatever you say. So, please, just forgive me. In that case, I'll have you sign the divorce papers for me. Once Noah recovers, I want you gone. Please, just give me one more chance. Haven't I been a good wife to you this whole time? That's completely irrelevant now. The whole time we've been married, you haven't worked once. Why bring that up now? I was just wondering whose money you used to go on that spa trip. It certainly wasn't the money you earned from your non-existent job. Well, Don't tell me you've been using my money to mess around with your lover. Where did you even meet a guy so young? He's from an escort agency. He works at an upscale club on the side, and I'd always request him to serve me. You hired an escort. Just when I thought you couldn't get any lower. Where did you get that kind of money? You didn't dip into our savings, did you? I'm so sorry. We were saving that money for Noah's education. You used that for your affair. I was scared that he'd abandon me if I didn't keep spending money on him. In the place where he works, they won't even pay attention to you unless you order the expensive stuff. Do you think I care about that? You cheated on me and stole from our savings. There's no going back. I'm going to tell your parents about this too. Wait, let me talk to them first. If I let you do it, you'll probably just keep lying to them. So I better do it. I promise I'll tell them the truth. Who do you think I am? A backstabbing cheater. A filthy liar. A worthless woman. Okay, I get it. You want to get rid of me, don't you? Well, it's the same here. A younger, more handsome boy is better for me anyway. I don't need you. Great. Then we're in agreement then. And just so you know, you're going to have to still pay child support after this. And you better believe I'll be speaking with my lawyer to try and sue you for every possible thing I can. Fine. I'll get you your money. Oh yeah? From where? You haven't worked in ages. Even if you work yourself to death, it will only cover child support and living expenses. You won't have money left for luxuries. Don't think that you'll be able to keep living how you are now. Still, I'll figure something out. Where the hell is all this confidence coming from? My lover is kind and caring. He treats me like I'm his princess. He made me remember all the thrills of being in love. With him, I know that I can live a happy life. So I don't care if you abandon me. How long do you think he will keep getting clients? After he quits being an escort, where will the money come from? Have you even talked about the future with this guy? No, but I don't need to. He'll support me. How do you know that he wasn't just sticking with you for the money? I wonder if a guy like that would really be willing to support you. You don't know anything about him. You're right. I don't. But still, it was just an affair. If it was real, you wouldn't have to always spend so much money on him. You aren't even really dating. You're just client and escort. Then what do you suggest I even do? If you're going to throw me away, who am I supposed to live with? Just go and live with your parents? There's no way you can afford to live on your own. Once they know I cheated, they'll cut me off for sure. You know how my dad is. All right then. I don't know what to tell you. Live in the park. I don't care. There's one thing we have to decide on still. Even if we split up, you'll still let me see Noah, right? If Noah wants to see you, then I'll let him. But once Noah is a little older, I'll explain to him what you did to us. And after that, I'll respect his wishes on what he wants to do. What are you saying? You intend to drive me and Noah apart? How dare you take a child from his mother? Noah is my reason for living. It doesn't matter what you say. You are the one who betrayed us in the first place. Don't try to act like such a loving mother when you won't even come see him in the hospital. You have no right to even call yourself a mother. I get it. I'll come see him now. It's better if I come, right? Nah, don't bother. There are still things that I can do for my son. You let some guy distract you from caring about your own son. What exactly can you do for him after that? You can't be trusted with anything after you fail to protect him. That night, my son finally regained consciousness. My wife still didn't show up until 3 whole days later. I ignored her, knowing she was only here as an excuse. I focused fully on taking care of my son. Once Noah was able to return to school, me and Michelle got divorced. I wanted to split up earlier, but I thought it would just make things worse if Noah's mother disappeared while he was still recovering. After our divorce, it seems like Michelle tried to get help from her lover, but just as expected, he rejected her. Really, she was just a piggy bank to him. I don't think he was interested in a homeless woman saddled with child support and court fees. Noah didn't have any lasting complications from the accident and returned to his happy school life. On top of everything, Noah was lucky enough to get Ms. Addison again for a teacher for a 2nd year in a row. After Noah left the hospital, she made sure to help him with all his late schoolwork. And when I had to explain everything to Noah, she gave him emotional support too. She even worried about how I was doing. She would ask how I was, if I had been getting enough rest. When I got that letter from her, I ended up crying from how overwhelmed I was. I guess it was like I had been hurt too by everything that happened. She is someone that me and my son are both deeply indebted to.
Sasha! You're leaving after you graduate, right? Yay! Your bedroom will be mine too! More room for me!
You're getting ahead of yourself, Sabrina. That won't happen for another 3 months.
Whatever. I'm happy about it now.
Don't you know why I'm leaving? Don't you care?
Nope. Nothing for me to worry about.
It's because I want to go to college. That's why I've been saving money from my part-time job. Our parents yelled at me for doing that. They called me selfish for saving up money. Took it all and gave it to you. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
It's exactly what they said. Better to spend money on someone as beautiful as me than waste it on someone ugly like you.
Is that all you can say?
That's all. Even though we are fraternal twins, the difference between our faces is astounding. You turned out so ugly. Oh, thank God I'm the beautiful one. I should thank you for taking the ugly genes. Thank you so much, sis!
I'm leaving right after the graduation ceremony.
Whatever.
Steve, are you all done? Hey, Sasha. Yeah, I just finished loading the trunk. It just left the driveway. I'm walking to the station now. What about you? I'm waiting on the platform. Wow, you really got finished with everything quickly. Now all that's left is to take the train, right? Yep. And it's just a straight subway ride from here. Really? You know what? It sort of feels like... How do I put it? Like I'm finally free. Yeah, I feel that way too. You're in New York. I'm in Chicago. Even though we're far apart, let's try to meet up. Of course. But before that, let's hope we can both find jobs. That's right.
Sasha! Mom and Dad told me to tell you.
Tell me what?
They are asking when are you sending them money?
What are you talking about?
You need to send money home. You already got your first paycheck, right? Send it all ASAP.
All?
That's what they said.
That's impossible.
Huh?
I have to pay for my living expenses.
That has nothing to do with us. You're the one that decided to leave on your own. That's why you need to pay them back for all the money they spent raising you.
That's crazy. They already took most of the money that I had saved for college. That wasn't enough? Whose fault do you think it is that I couldn't go to college?
Even if an ugly person like you went to college, it wouldn't make you popular.
The reason why I want to go to college isn't to be popular. I don't care at all about that.
Whatever. Just send the money now. Dad also said to give them your address and the address of the place you work for.
No way.
Eh?
I'm blocking you now.
Wait, Sasha!
I'm cutting you guys out of my life. Tell that to our parents.
Hey!
Bye.
Is it true? You have a boyfriend?
What? Who is this?
Duh, it's your sister! I changed my number so I can contact you now.
What do you want?
Like I just said, is it true that you have a boyfriend?
Why?
My friend was in New York and saw you holding hands with a guy. She took a picture and showed it to me. I was so shocked. Your boyfriend was voted the most popular boy in my high school. Tony Murray.
Oh? I wouldn't know, since we went to separate schools.
He was probably the #1 most popular in our town.
Is that right?
You know nothing. Anyways, let's talk about now. I heard that Tony left after high school like you did. And now he's your boyfriend?
What if he is?
Lucky! How did that happen? Does he have a thing for ugly girls?
I don't know.
That shouldn't be right. His past girlfriends aren't as beautiful as me, but they weren't bad.
Past girlfriends?
Maybe he's taking a break from pretty girls and got an ugly one just to see how it is.
What are you saying?
That's all I wanted to say. Bye! Sasha! Listen.
What?
I have something to tell you.
I'm busy today. Leave me alone.
I got married!
That's nice. Don't know how many boyfriends you had, but good for you that you got married.
Wait. I have something else to tell you.
What?
Guess who my husband is?
No clue. I haven't kept up with any of your relationships.
Really? You went to a private school from elementary and on while I went to the local public school. And I haven't been back to our hometown since I left. We don't have the same group of friends. We don't have any common friends either. We do share one. I don't know who that is. Fine. I'll tell you. Huh? Now you know? Is that... I guess that looks like Tony Murray? What do you mean, looks like? He has a twin. Didn't you know that? Now that you mentioned it. His twin is just like you. Left soon after graduating and hasn't been heard from since. Anyways, I got married to your boyfriend, Tony. He's my husband now. Oh, is that right? Why did you marry Tony? Why are you talking like that? Is it because you're jealous and you have nothing else to say? No, it's a genuine question. How do I put this? You like guys that are handsome and rich, right? If you were to get married, the man would have to be those two things. That hasn't changed, right? Well, yeah. I need someone to match my beauty. So then why did you choose Tony? I'm not following. Tony started a company 2 years ago. He's the president. What? The product that they launched has become a success. His company keeps growing. He's at the height of it all right now. He came back to town 3 months ago. So I snatched him up right then and there. I got pregnant. Pregnant? And I made him marry me. The picture I sent is just from a photo shoot. We're going to have a proper ceremony after the baby is born. Wait a minute. What? I'm not handing Tony back to you. Even if you still have feelings for him. That's not it. What is it then? It's going to get complicated. I thought that I should tell you. Huh? First of all, my boyfriend is Steve. Steve? That person is Tony, his twin. Steve went to the same high school as me. Our home life was alike, so we got along well with each other. So? Two ugly people got together. That's hilarious. I should probably say, Tony and Steve are paternal twins. Unlike us, they're identical. Their family favored Tony because he was born first. They treated Steve as the spare. Tony wanted Steve to look different. So, from elementary school and on, he made Steve wear thick-rimmed glasses. Even though they have the same face, Tony became the popular one. Wait a minute. The person my friend saw in New York was... Steve, with his glasses off. He doesn't need to wear glasses since he doesn't live with them anymore. Oh, okay. Whatever, I guess. Tony's still good-looking and has money. About that. What if I told you that was wrong? What do you mean? I said that it's going to get complicated. You got the information about Tony and Steve mixed up. Mixed up? The one with the successful company is Steve. Huh? And Tony is unemployed. What? Also, he has a debt of $50,000 in student loans. Tony couldn't find a job, so he isn't making any money. Hold on. Their father got laid off, so they are only relying on the money their mother makes from her part-time job. The Murray family isn't doing well right now. No way! Are you serious? Actually, they've pestered Steve about money hundreds of times before. But Steve has no intentions on helping the family that treated him so badly. He shot them down and cut off all contact. Wait, that means... Also, the last message Tony wrote to Steve was, "I'm marrying a rich girl. I got her pregnant so she can't get away from me. I don't need you anymore. You're the girl that Tony was talking about." Huh? What? Well, I guess... The Murray family is after your and Dad's money. Wait a second. There's no way Daddy has that kind of money. I was actually just talking to Aunt Lisa about this. You're always wearing high-end brand things. You chose to go to an expensive college. People around you probably think that you have a lot of money. No. I thought that Tony was the one with all the money. Sorry, my service is bad right now. I'm actually on board an airplane right now. Why? Are you on vacation or something? Yeah. We are combining our honeymoon with a destination wedding. What? Steve and I got our marriage license last month. No way! We're about to take off, so I have to turn off my phone. Wait. That's not fair! I want Steve. You can have Tony instead. Oh, by the way, we're changing our phone numbers the second we get back. I said wait! I think it's about time you got knocked from your high horse. Knocked from my high horse? Goodbye forever, sis. From what I heard from our relatives, Sabrina divorced Tony. They both realized that they were only after each other's money, so they got into a big fight. Who would have guessed that? The Murray family and my family has tried to track Steve and I down. But we decided to take drastic measures so they could never find us. Steve ended up selling his company. We moved away, and with the money, he started a new one. We both decided it would be best to change our names as well. Knowing our families, even if we moved away, they'd figure out a way to find us. Changing our names wasn't something we wanted to do, but decided it was what we needed to do. My family seems to be neck-deep in debt. Sabrina gave up her child to an orphanage. My parents are busy every day trying to pay off their debt. Steve and I vow to be different from our parents and provide a loving environment for our family.